Wu Yibing versus Daniil Medvedev, a historic clash at the Washington Open. What if I told you that a former junior world number one who once made history for Chinese tennis is causing a stir at the Washington Open by gearing up to face none other than Daniil Medvedev? The tournament has already seen plenty of excitement, with American stars Taylor Fritz and Ben Shelton aiming to kick off the hard-court season with strong performances. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite some early shocks, like the unexpected exit of Lorenzo Musetti and the last-minute pullout of Holger Rune, the field remains fiercely competitive. Amid the mix of familiar names, there are also a handful of lesser-known competitors, such as Matteo Arnoldi and Gabriel Diallo, who are quietly making their mark. Yet the spotlight in Washington has arguably fallen on one standout player whose journey and recent success is turning heads. This rising star is none other than Wu Yibing, who is now set to challenge former world number one Daniil Medvedev in the round of 16. Wu Yibing's presence at this tournament might have been easy to overlook initially. With a world ranking at 243, he had to battle his way through qualifying rounds just to enter the main event in Washington. Few expected him to pose a real threat to the tournament's top seeds, but Wu had other plans. He stunned fans and opponents alike by crushing Gael Monfils with a striking 6-3, 6-1 victory. Then, in a thrilling three-set match, he toppled the reigning Canadian Open champion Alexei Popyrin 7-5, 5-7, 6-3. Digging deeper into Wu's career reveals a treasure trove of untapped talent. Back in 2016, he made waves reaching the final of the prestigious Orange Bowl, and the year after, in 2017, he rose to the pinnacle of junior tennis by claiming the junior world number one spot. His success continued as he clinched both the singles and doubles junior titles at the 2017 US Open, showcasing his versatility and skill on the court. Wu took his first steps into professional tennis at the 2017 Chengdu Open and later participated in his maiden Masters tournament in Shanghai, but his path wasn't smooth. Between 2019 and 2022, his promising career was hampered by a cruel string of injuries, including elbow surgery and chronic issues with his lower back, shoulder, and wrist. These setbacks could have ended many athletes' dreams, but Wu's resilience saw him return stronger. In 2023, Wu made headline history by winning his first ATP Tour title at the Dallas Open, defeating the towering John Isner in the final. This victory was monumental, marking the first time a Chinese player in the Open era secured an ATP Tour title. A significant milestone that underscored Wu's potential to reshape tennis perceptions in China and beyond. Now, the looming question is, can Wu Yibing overcome the challenge posed by Daniil Medvedev, a player who famously defeated him in their only prior encounter? That match, back in 2022, saw Medvedev in peak form as the world number one and defending US Open champion. Medvedev secured a convincing straight sets win over Wu, 6-4, 6-2, 6-2. But tennis is rarely static. Medvedev's 2025 season has been marked by inconsistent performances, while Wu has been exhibiting an impressive level of play. Could Washington be the stage where Wu pulls off a major upset against a former Grand Slam champ and world number one? And here's the part most people miss. This match isn't just about rankings or previous records. It's a clash of momentum, resilience, and the hunger to write a new chapter in tennis history. What do you think? Is Wu Yibing the underdog with the potential to topple Medvedev, or will the Russian's experience and skill prove too much? Share your thoughts below. This could be the start of a fascinating debate on the future stars of tennis. Daniil Medvedev and Alex de Minaur battle to quarterfinals at 2025 Washington ATP 500. Daniil Medvedev and Alex de Minaur. A thrilling journey continues in Washington. In the world of tennis, the stakes are always high and the competition fierce. This week, at the Mubadala Citi DC Open, former finalists Daniil Medvedev and Alex de Minaur are making headlines as they both advance further in the tournament. But here's where it gets interesting. Only Carlos Alcaraz has reached more quarterfinals than Medvedev this year, raising questions about the dynamics of the ATP Tour in 2025. Match report. On July 24th, 2025, Daniil Medvedev celebrated a significant victory, marking his entry into the quarterfinals for the 8th time this season. He achieved this by defeating Chinese qualifier Wu Yibing with a commanding score of 6-3, 6-2. This win not only showcases Medvedev's skill, but also highlights his resilience as he competes at the Mubadala Citi DC Open. At 29 years old, Medvedev currently holds the number 14 spot in the PIF ATP rankings, which is his lowest position since May 2019. Despite this, he has demonstrated remarkable performance on the hard courts of Washington, having previously triumphed over Riley Opelka in his opening match. In his match against Wu, Medvedev, the 8th seed, delivered an impressive performance, serving 11 aces and winning an astonishing 93% of his first serve points, 28 out of 30, according to Infosys ATP stats. This victory improved his head-to-head record against Wu to 2-0, further solidifying his status in the tournament. Looking ahead, Medvedev is on a quest for his first title since winning in Rome in 2023. This marks his return to the ATP 500 event for the first time since he reached the final in 2019. His next challenge will be against French lucky loser Corentin Moutet, as he aims to secure his 8th quarterfinal of the year. Notably, only Carlos Alcaraz has more quarterfinal appearances in 2025, with a total of 10. As Medvedev strives for a deep run in Washington, he is also looking to enhance his chances of qualifying for the Nitto ATP Finals. Currently sitting at 17th in the PLF ATP Live Race to Turin, a title win could propel him as high as 10th, making this tournament crucial for his season. Brandon Nakashima's milestone. In another exciting match, American Brandon Nakashima reached his 20th ATP Tour quarterfinal, defeating British left-hander Cam Nori with a score of 7-6-3, 6-3. This victory marks Nakashima's 3rd quarterfinal appearance at events above the 250 level. He will next face the 7th seed, Alex de Minaur, who triumphed over Jiri Lehecka in a hard-fought match that ended 7-6-4, 6-7-4, and 6-6-4. De Minaur, who previously reached the final in Washington in 2018, faced a tense moment when he double faulted on his 2nd match point during the 2nd set tiebreak. Despite this setback, he managed to hold his serve in the final game, securing a victory that lasted 2 hours and 45 minutes. Reflecting on his match, De Minaur stated, "I dug really deep. I didn't want to lose having a match point in the 2nd set and hitting a double fault. I told myself I was going to struggle to sleep at night, so I better do everything I can to try and win that match." It was a tough match. A look at the ATP 500 win leaders. With this victory, De Minaur notched his 39th ATP 500 match win since the beginning of 2023, tying him with Carlos Alcaraz for the most wins at this level during that time frame. The 26-year-old has also achieved a remarkable 19 wins on hard courts this year, with notable performances at the Australian Open and a championship match in Rotterdam. ATP 500 win leaders since the start of 2023 season. Carlos Alcaraz, 39-6. Alex de Minaur, 39-15. Daniil Medvedev, 38-10. Alexander Zverev, 38-14. Andrei Rublev, 37-19. As the tournament progresses, the excitement builds. Will Medvedev reclaim his former glory? Can De Minaur continue his impressive run? These questions linger in the air, inviting fans to share their thoughts and predictions in the comments below. What do you think? Are we witnessing the resurgence of Medvedev, or is it De Minaur's time to shine? Let's discuss.